How good at football were you?
There's a random white man in the park watching us play football. Play good. But he weren't a scout, man.
You grew up in an estate, right?
Yeah, we didn't have a lot, but you don't know that you don't have a lot. Now,
Okay, enjoy this episode with Mo Gilligan. How good at football were you?
I was all right. Like,
You wanted to be a pro, didn't you?
I did, bruv. Badly. Oh my God, man. I had a big realization of when I was like 13, 14, I was like, I would have been signed by now. Do you know what I mean? And
Well, you had that in your mind?
yeah, because I think growing up, like we grew up on an estate with like kids who were at like Crystal Palace and they were younger than you. And you were like, rah. I'm 14. Like,
These kids were like 6.
yeah, I gotta take the meat out the freezer before my mum comes in. Like,
Mama made it.
oh, bro, you playing your best. Yeah, he's a scout, bro. He's a scout. There's a random white man in the park watching us play football. Play good. But he weren't a scout, man.
I have so many questions because I feel like it's so interesting to get. My thing is like getting into the psyche, right? Because you grew up in an estate, right?
Yeah.
Which you know, I imagine probably had hardships and stuff like that in some ways a little bit.
A little bit. Like don't get me wrong. Like, I think the beautiful thing about when you grow up in an estate is that everyone's there for each other. We don't have a lot, but you don't know that you don't have a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's just everyone looks out for each other, people's parents. You know, if you're climbing on the garages, someone will say, all right, get down from the garages. But they're just looking out for your safety. That's all it is. Everyone comes together. You knock on someone's door. Hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar? And that just felt so normal. You know, someone borrowing a cup of sugar wasn't because they don't, you know, you get old and you're like, right, they don't have enough money to have, you know, they don't have enough sugar, for example.
Yeah.
But it just felt like everyone was there for each other. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Luke.
like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I think that was the realization of at a young age of seeing people that, you know, they effectively have almost everything, but then also they don't, in a sense of they didn't have any friends. So when I would come round, they want to do everything. They want to catch the grasshoppers and the worms. And I'd come from a different environment where I didn't have the Star Wars set and the Sky Unlimited channels, but I did have that connection and community of friends.
I'm not even kidding you, man. I had a friend called Tom, right?
Yeah.
Who I actually saw recently when I was at Glastonbury. I hadn't seen him since I was like 6 years old. And we just recognized each other straight away. And I was like,
man.
oh my God, man. When he you know, my parents had some money and Tom would come to my house and I had a swimming pool and a tennis court. And I thought everyone had that. I thought everyone had it, right? Because I was 6. So